Morbid Facts, Part 311. Just recently, 29-year-old animal advocate and YouTuber Michaela Rains, the founder of Save a Fox Rescue, tragically took her own life. She rescued over 150 foxes over the years and built a massive online following, using her platform to educate people about captive wildlife, exotic animal rescue, and neurodiversity. Michaela was very open about her struggles with depression, autism, and borderline personality disorder, but behind the scenes, she endured relentless online harassment, vicious rumors, targeted attacks, and betrayal by people she once trusted. Her husband Ethan described how the cruelty eventually became too much for her, even as she continued to pour love into the animals she cared for. In the hours before her death, Michaela was still posting sweet, playful moments with her foxes, offering kindness to the world that had often failed to return. Ethan now plans to carry on her mission, vowing to turn grief into action and use her story to speak out against the devastating impact of cyberbullying. Morbid Facts, Part 309. Just last week, Colombian bodybuilder and influencer Zunilda Mendez, known online as She-Hulk, was found brutally murdered in a rental home in Spain. She'd been bludgeoned to death with a hammer, and her husband Jared Gelling was discovered nearby, dead from self-inflicted wounds. Authorities ruled it a murder-suicide. The couple had traveled overseas after Jared's knee surgery and were reportedly on the verge of divorce. According to her family, Zunilda had been suffering ongoing abuse, and the trip to Europe was seen as her final attempt to reclaim some peace and closure before ending the relationship. According to a recent study on rainbow trout, fish can suffer for more than 20 minutes of intense pain after being taken out of the water. When fish are removed from water, their gills collapse, preventing oxygen intake and causing carbon dioxide to build up in their system. This triggers a strong physiological pain response, which researchers now widely accept as evidence that fish can experience real suffering. The study adds to growing scientific consensus that fish are sentient, capable of feeling pain, and should be treated more humanely in commercial fishing and aquaculture practices. Morbid Facts, Part 283. TV host Jimmy Savile was well known for his eccentric image and remarkable charity work through the BBC network. But after his death, it was discovered that Savile was one of Britain's most prolific predatory sex offenders, with over 300 potential victims over a 60-year span. There had been many allegations of this behavior during his lifetime, but his accusers were consistently ignored or discredited. In a 2009 interview with his biographer, Savile even defended viewers of CP, arguing that they didn't do anything wrong and are unfairly demonized. His victims were often patients at hospitals or psychiatric facilities, ranging from the age of 5 to 75. A woman in China used a pair of scissors to cut off her husband's willy while he was sleeping, after she found out he was sending naughty messages to another woman. While he was recovering in the hospital from the surgery that reattached it, she snuck into his room, cut it off again, and threw it out the window.